Hello again, my KO1 wonderful KO1 kids. For Thursday, May 7th, which is the day that we are on, we are going to do another read aloud, which kind of coincides or goes with our how-to writing. And remember, friends, we are writing how to wash our hands. And we did our 2 steps yesterday, and today we're going to finish our last 2 steps. But first, we're going to do this quick read aloud. And it goes with what's going on in the world today. We picked this topic to kind of talk about how to wash our hands because we have to stay healthy, especially when there's a national pandemic going on with health, and every little one's nervous and scared that they're going to get sick. So we have to make sure that we are keeping ourselves as healthy as can be. Now, I know you guys can't see me now and you just hear my voice, which is okay. I'm gonna read aloud to you first, and then I come on the screen and we will model how to do the next 2 steps of your how-to writing piece. And then you'll get a chance to do your 2 steps of your writing piece, okay? So here we go. This book is called I Don't Want to Go to the Hospital, and it's by the same author as yesterday. His name is Tony Ross. So it seems like he writes a lot of princess story books about health and being healthy. Ooh, ow, ooh, ooh, cried the little princess. My nose hurts. You've got a little lump there, said the doctor. I'll get it out, said the general, drawing his sword. No, said the doctor, it won't come out. Her Majesty must go to the hospital. No, cried the princess. I don't want to go to the hospital. Sorry, friends. It's nice at the hospital, said the doctor. You'll get candy and cards. I don't want to go, said the princess. It's nice at the hospital, said the queen, who has been there. I don't want to go, said the princess. You'll meet lots of new friends in the hospital, said the prime minister. No, I don't want to go to the hospital, said the princess, and she ran out of the room. Where is the princess? Cried the queen. It's time to go. She's not in her room, said the maid. She's not in the trash can, said the cook. She's not in any of my boats, said the admiral. She's not on the roof, said the gardener. She's in the attic, said the king. I don't want to go to the hospital, said the princess. But the little princess had to go. And the lump came out of her nose. See, she has a Band-Aid on her nose. Now that you are better, said the queen, you can brush your teeth and comb your hair and tidy your room and… No, cried the princess. I want my tonsils out. But why, said the queen. I want to go back to the hospital, said the little princess. They treated me like a princess in there. So she was saying she wanted to go to the hospital because she didn't want to worry about having to do all of those chores. Hi, my friends. Here I am. All right. So yeah, she wanted to go back to the hospital because she was getting out of all those chores she had to do. So at first she was saying, no, my nose is fine. Don't take me to the hospital. But then they really treated her nicely there because they took care of her, right? When you go to the hospital, not scary, right? It might be scary if you have to go, but when you get there, they take care of you. I've been to the hospital a few times, and you know what? At first, it may seem scary, like I've been in an ambulance before, but you know what? When you get there, and they take care of you and they fix you up, you are good as new. And see, I'm good as new. I'm here and I'm healthy and I'm happy, right? So going to the hospital is not that bad, I promise. But we want to avoid, avoid means that we want to try and not, so try to not go to the hospital, right? Hospitals are if we hurt ourselves or if we're really, really extra sick. Sometimes it's for, a surgery that you might need, but we want to try and stay away from the hospital, especially today. We don't want to go running to the hospital if we don't have to. And one way that we can stay healthy, as we know, as we've been talking about, is to wash our hands. And this is our how-to writing piece for this week. We're learning how to write how-to pieces. And yesterday we did our first 2 steps of how to wash your hands. Our first step was to turn on the water. And the second step was to put soap on my hands and scrub, okay? And remember, I took you on a trip to my bathroom yesterday and I showed you the soap and I showed you the water and I showed you those first 2 steps. Well, now we have to think of the second 2 steps. So, first step is to turn on the water, okay? And then you're gonna put your hands under the water. Then you're gonna put soap on my hands and scrub. What do you think the next step is? Oh, I know. You're gonna run out of the bathroom with your soapy hands. No, that doesn't sound right. That certainly doesn't sound right. All right, so after I put soap on my hands and scrub, I forgot to add in here on step 2. When we scrub, we have to count to 30, okay? I am gonna add this in red because when we scrub, we don't just scrub and rinse. We scrub and we're counting to 30, or we're singing a song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's how we do it, right? So pretend like Miss Ewan has soap in her hands. And this is how we do it. Practice with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? So that whole process, me singing that song, was about 20 to 30 seconds. You should always wash your hands for the amount of time you're singing a song. Okay, so that's a good rule to remember, to always do that. Okay, so now let me think of my third step. I did my first 2 yesterday. After I put soap on my hands and scrub, I'm gonna rinse my hands. So I'm gonna rinse my hands. Oh, wow. All right, so Sierra's gonna draw herself over here and I rinse my hands. Okay, and over here is my sink, again with a little faucet. And I'm gonna show myself rinsing my hands. Yeah, I'm rinsing them, certainly. Awesome job, Miss Ewan. And I'm actually gonna label my picture on this one because I'm gonna put water. And I'm gonna put this as a sink. Oh, okay, look at that. So this one I did a little bit more. I said rinse my hands. So I showed myself, I don't know if you could see me, and there's my sink and I'm rinsing my hands and I put water on top because that's the water. And then I labeled that is the sink where I get the water from. Okay. And then what do you think you do? After you rinse your hands, I know, you run out of the bathroom with your hands soaking wet. I think that's what it is. Do you? Do you think that's what it is? No? No? What do we do next? Oh, I know what it is. Use a towel to dry my hands. Oh, look at that. So my last step is use a towel to dry my hands. Interesting. All right, so what am I gonna draw in my picture? I'm gonna draw myself, happy as can be, because I'm keeping myself healthy. So I'm gonna draw my hands, and there's my towel bar in my bathroom. And there's my towel hanging off my towel bar. and I am drying my hands. And you know what I'm gonna do with this one too? I'm gonna label it. I'm gonna put towel here, and I'm gonna put dry hands in the picture. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. For my last step, I said, use a towel to dry my hands. And there's me with my very, very long hands and long arms, stretching to get the towel on the towel rack. And I labeled my towel, and I also put dry hands in my picture. Okay. So that, my friends, is what I would like you to do for EL content for Thursday, May 7th. And I want you to finish this last step, or last two steps, of how to wash my hands. But you know what? Let's read it all together before we go. So this is how to wash your hands. First, you turn on the water. Then, or next, you put soap on your hands and you scrub. You have to count to 30. Then you rinse your hands. And finally, or last, we use a towel to dry your hands. Okay? That is your 4-step guide to how to wash my hands. Now, if you can, instead of putting it in the boxes like Miss Ewan did, you could write it in sentences. If you think you can do it. Some of us can, and that's amazing. And some of us can't, and that's okay. This is totally fine. If you want to keep it in the graphic organizer, go for it. Keep it in the graphic organizer. If you can write the sentences, this is what it should look like. If you think you can take this graphic organizer and turn it into sentences, then that is great. You could put, first, I turn on the water. Second, I put soap on my hands and I scrub. Third, I rinse my hands. And last, I use my towel to dry my hands. So you could write that in sentences without the boxes, and then you can draw one big picture on the bottom. That's if you think you can do it. If not, again, that is okay. You can keep it in the graphic organizer. Okay? So that is your EL content assignment and lesson for the day. I cannot wait to see these final products. The end piece, of course, because this is the end piece for the week. And have fun with this. I'm going to ask to see them on our live Google Meets on Friday, but we're going to do something fun on Friday. But I also want to see these. All right? So that is our EL content lesson for Thursday, May 7th. I will see you all soon. Oh, remember, if your mommy or daddy or babysitter or sister or brother, whoever you're with in the house, has any questions for me, if you have any questions about assignments or grades or anything, okay, anything that you need to do in the house that has to do with school, I am available on Google Meets. I am available live, Miss Ewan, live, from 8 to 8:30 in the morning every day and 3 to 3:30 in the afternoon every day. If you can't make those times, Miss Miriam is available on Google Meets Live from 11 to 11:30, Google Meets Live, if you have any questions about schoolwork. And she's also available from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m., okay? So we're giving you about 2 hours a day of our time. If you need us, we will be on live Google Meets. If you need us, just pop on, ask a question, we'll help you out, and then you can be on your way. If you just want to pop on and say hi and just, you know, kind of vent, if you need to vent, I'm okay with that. We all need to vent. You can pop on and do that as well. This is not really for the kids. The kids can be on, of course, and ask questions if they have questions, but it's not like a live session where we're all meeting together. It's more of like a question and answer office hours type of thing. All right, so if you need me or Miss Miriam, we'll be there. I have posted this on Dojo and Edmodo in case you forget the times. But have a wonderful Thursday, my friends. I hope you all are well. I miss you like crazy. See you soon, loves.